Mr. Krutikhin, thank you for taking the time to speak about one of the most, I think, pressing issues at the moment. A little over a week ago, Swedish authorities discovered that the Russian gas pipelines Nordstream 1 and 2 were leaking at multiple locations. What is your take on the situation, and who could profit from the pipelines breaking down?
Well, as we see from reports from Denmark and Sweden and Germany, it has been proven that the leaks have been caused by sabotage. So it is not earthquakes or some natural calamities or some technical disruption of the flows, but it was man-made. And it remains to be seen who is to blame. Because, until the investigators bring up the pieces of the pipeline and maybe the remains of some explosive devices, it is impossible to judge, to issue any judgment on the culprits. And just theoretically, if we take a look at possible players, possible actors in this game, we can come to the conclusion that the party which benefits the most is Russia, because, to begin with, Russia has been pursuing the strategy of limiting the gas flow from Russia to Europe. It is a political blackmail, because the Russian authorities have said you will have gas if you will lift the sanctions against Russia. That's absolutely unequivocal. And with this goal in mind, Russia has been decreasing the flow of gas through Nord Stream 1, through the Ukrainian territory, and Russia has closed the pipelines to Finland and the pipeline Yamal-Europe across Belarus and Poland to Germany. And the only remaining pipelines were Nord Stream 1, where Gazprom was also restricting the volume of the flow, and the Ukrainian transit, which is operating at about 25% of the plant capacity. And, it looks like the logical continuation of this strategy if the flow in the Nord Stream 1 was interrupted. It seems that Gazprom, which is operating the pipeline, received instructions from the Kremlin to decrease or to stop altogether the gas flows to Europe, but take every possible measure to avoid punishment for breaking the contractual obligations, because under contract, Gazprom has to supply specific amounts of gas to European companies, the buyers of this gas. If the contracts are breached, then in each of the contracts, there is a clause that enables any of the parties to go to the court of arbitration in either Stockholm or Vienna, and then ask for compensation. And some European companies have already started saying that they are ready to go to arbiters and charge Gazprom with, the basic amount would be dozens of billions of euro. And it is not just millions of euro, because the losses of the buyers are tremendous. And to represent the cause of the suspension of the supply as natural causes, as force majeure, some circumstances which couldn't be avoided, it would be natural to expect that Gazprom or the Russian authorities would organize some sort of sabotage against this pipeline. In Ukraine, Gazprom was trying to organize some ruptures of the Ukrainian pipes a month ago when Gazprom increased the pressure in the pipes before the Ukrainian border without warning the Ukrainians, and it could have caused very nasty consequences in Ukraine. And the Ukrainians, well, acted in advance. They prevented those ruptures of the pipes, but I believe that it can be repeated. So we do not know yet what was the cause of the explosions, but we know that the party which benefits most is Russia.